Guys, I know it's always a little pressure packed to get on in front of the radio, but at least we're not on TV too, right, Zane?
Right.
Come on, I'll have you move up to this microphone. I want to say hi to Zane and Brittany. Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Hey, good. And who do we have here?
Kiersten?
Hi. I wonder if she's probably not going to talk to us, huh?
No.
That's all right. But well, guys, welcome to the Radiothon. Is this your first time joining us? I don't think I've.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, of course, we got the phones ringing at 800-270-8642. So we invited you down, and I'm sure you were glad to come on down. Obviously, you showed up and wanted to share your story and tell us about this little cutie you got here.
Well, our story started about a year and a half ago. We were sent down here by ambulance from another hospital in Brooksville. And we found out about 1 o'clock that in the morning from Dr. Danielson that she had a very large tumor and it was going to have to come out. So they did surgery June 5th of last year. And it took them about a month to get a diagnosis of the tumor. And we found out she had medulla epithelioma, which is the rarest form of brain cancer in the world.
Wow.
I mean, you can imagine it just blew us away.
I mean, Mom, when you heard that,
Well, I was kind of glad that they told us so early in the morning so I could get the emotional side done. And then, okay, let's just take it one day at a time.
It was a long night.
So.
Oh, man. So when tell everybody, I know it might be tough to relive, but, this is why we want to tell these stories to people to know that it can happen. And we love this hospital and they can make things happen. But what does that mean when you say rarest? I mean, what differentiates, or is it rare in the point that it's just scarier? I'm asking really basic questions here. Is it hard to beat more or what?
Well, there's no treatment protocol for it.
Okay, there we go.
When Dr. Hale had told us, how rare it was, and he wanted to do chemo, we asked, what's the treatment plan?
Yeah.
And I think the scariest thing for me was through the whole thing is there was no treatment plan. And they were just kind of guess. And, when he told me the survival rate was 45% or less, it was a little scary to deal with.
Now, how long ago was this? You said June?
We started in June of last year.
Wow.
So it's been over a year now. And the survival rate for kids with this is usually less than 12 months. So we've been very fortunate after they're diagnosed. So we've been very fortunate with this little one, and basically, we went to the pastor and, we just told we need to put it in God's hands, and that's where we left it, and he gave her to us, and if it's his time to take her away, he'll take her away. But that's just where we left it. The amazing staff here and families before us this morning have said it. You're here so much, it's like they become a part of your family.
Sure.
Especially when you walk into the cafeteria and people come up to you and they're like, "How's your daughter?"
Wow.
"Who are you?" "Well, I work in a gift shop." "Okay, well, give this to your daughter." And they've already heard about her cancer, and we've only been here 2 days. I mean, that's how rare it was, and just how much this hospital has done for people, what they do for people, it's just absolutely amazing. So, the staff is very compassionate and understanding, and whatever you need, it's here. It's here.
What's the latest? Like you said, it's been, it's obviously been about a year and a half.
Well,
how are we doing?
She just had 2 surgeries about 3 weeks ago to pull 3 tumors out. The biggest one was about the size of a hamburger patty, and it was attached to her liver and her diaphragm. So they had to take part of her liver with it. And then
But the amazing thing is Dr. Danielson was able to get it out laparoscopic. So
instead of a 6-inch incision.
She only had 4 little holes, and she was able to and it was just
basically
awesome.
extracted. Yeah.
So.
Well, that gave you some optimism on that, and since and obviously still doing chemo.
Yes.
Yeah, she's still on chemo.
She has to have 2 more rounds to finish her 14-cycle regimen, but they're talking about adding more. And we're still waiting for a diagnosis on those tumors to see if there was any live cancer tissue in them. And then they may end up doing some radiation as well. So we're just trying to wait and to see, what the next step is in the process. So we'll find out December 8th from surgery and where we're going next.
Wow.
But it's just been a long road.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm glad you're sharing, but that's hard to hear. I mean, it's been tough on you guys, obviously, and I know you got a good church family and you got a great place here. You're dealing with the best you can. You're at the best place, and this is why we do what we do to help raise money and to help little ones like this and families like you, and hopefully someday, we've got, the cure completely, or the survival rate is.
Well, it's funny, and I told Karen when she called me and asked us to come down, I said, it's funny. The whole process started, I was listening to the radio one morning going to work, and I kept turning the station off, and something just kept turning it back on, and I knew God wanted me to donate money.
Mm-hmm.
So I donated money, and I called my wife at work, and I said, you're not going to believe this. I said, but, not having a stable job, she did. I was working, day jobs. I said, I just donated a bunch of money to the hospital.
Wow.
And she's like, oh, my God, what are we going to do to survive? And I said, well, we live with her family. I said, we'll make it. And I said, one day we might be sitting in that chair telling our story. It may be our kid that's sick. 6 months later, they're telling us our kid has terminal cancer. So you just never know. And $15, we spend more than that in a week at McDonald's. I mean, we can give $15 a month to help these kids in this amazing hospital.
Wow, that is well said. Thank you for sharing that. You got a great guy here. That's awesome. That is awesome. And so is this your only child?
Yes.
Yes.
And like you said, you just never know you're going to be dealt this card.
And that's what I've told people for years. They're like, how do you deal with this? It's got to be so hard.
No, it's fine.
For Brittany, it's a little bit harder, I think. And like for her mom and my mom, it's difficult. I spent 6 years in the military.
Right.
My first year, I had my knee injured. I wasn't able to go to my unit to Iraq. I laid in a hospital bed for weeks, away from home. I spent a year and a half in Korea. South Korea, I wasn't home for Thanksgiving or Christmas. I was in Korea when she was born.
Wow.
So I came home and she was a week old, 2 weeks old, something like that. So I've dealt, with it. I deal with it in a different way, I think. So it is difficult.
Sure.
But, I mean, what can you do? You got to wake up every day and treat her like any other kid. Right. I mean, we take her horseback ride and she came home from surgery on a Wednesday, Friday night, we're at a pro rodeo in Inverness.
Wow.
I mean, she has the will just to go.
Yeah.
We don't treat her like she's sick. She's treated like any other kid.
Right.
Just wake up and go every day.
Wow. That's it.
Every
You're
day.
Right. Every day, put one foot in front of the other.
That's it.
You guys are amazing. It's inspiration. And if that doesn't move you, I don't know what will, to pick up the phone right now and just give $15 a month and become a miracle maker right here with our Radiothon. And on top of it, for the next 5 minutes, our buddy Mike Allstott, who you guys got a chance to hang out with, is matching that until about 9:30. So please give us a call, 800-270-8642, 800-270-8642. Well, guys, I wish you the best. You want to say hi before you go? Oh, you just got some popcorn in your mouth.
Say hi, Nina.
Say hi to your Nana.
Say hi to Nana and Graham.
Not gonna happen.
Not going to happen.
Not gonna happen.
These microphones they just have an effect, don't they? They really do. Well, wow, guys. I mean, I'm really touched you took time to share this with us. And like I said, a lot of us think, boy, we got problems. I'm late to there. Oh, I'm honking at somebody at the stoplight. Move. I got plate. You know what I mean? It's just, you don't know. I mean, and it's just, I feel silly sometimes when I get angry about stupid stuff in life. And it really is. It's so old saying, every day, wake up. That's the one you got, man, because you never know.
And you're right. And that's the other thing that I tell, my wife all the time is, there's people, as bad as the situation we're in, there's still people worse off than we are.
Sure, there you go.
There's people that their kids are upstairs right now getting chemo, and they don't know if they're going to live from one day to the next.
Sure.
Fortunately, with her, she's on the positive side of this.
You got some
so,
hope.
I mean, we don't know, she's going to live, God could take all of us at any time,
Sure.
But, I mean, she's better off than a lot of people.
Right.
And, even, we're fortunate for that, but, these kids can't be in a better place. But there's always someone that's worse off than, we are, unfortunately.
I know. Well, thank you, guys. We're going to get raise some money here, and Kiersten will see you later, okay?
Say bye-bye.
Phones are ringing. That's good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you spending time with us. Hey, call us, 800-270-8642.